caterpillar bulldozers, giant monsters. And before you even say something to the family that you're going to take their house, before you do anything, the D9, the bulldozer, digs 8 meter deep ditch surrounding 360 degrees, surrounding the house. Then he punches a hole. You don't say anything to the family, you just punch a hole into one of the walls. And then the APC comes right up to the family's home, and you lower the ramp and the soldiers go in. And I was asking him, who's deciding which houses? And then he describes to me how they demolish, how they destroy every house in that area that bothers their observation, that might be threatening, everything. And I ask him, who decides what to destroy? And he says, well, the officers in the field. And you have to understand, these could be lieutenants, 21-year-old lieutenants, decide what to destroy and what not to destroy. And then when I ask him, and no one told you criteria of what you can and what you can't, I mean, if the officer decides that he doesn't like, I don't know, a yellow house and the house is yellow, exactly the words that I used. And he says, well, if he doesn't like yellow, he can destroy it. And it's that easy. And I think for me, that was an amazing, it's still something that I carry every day, because it's exactly how the procedures, how the policy are so corrupt from the start, that when they are carried out in the field, the amazing power that you have as a 19, 20-year-old soldier carrying out these policies, these procedures on the field, are just so tragic, or are disastrous.
First, I'll quote my Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Israel, that said that the public opinion in the U.S. is the most powerful weapon that the IDF has, or that Israel has. And I think in this case he's right. And I think that the public opinion here and society here immunes us and enable us to do many things that in my opinion are bringing to our social destruction. And I can give you another extreme example, which a soldier that Avichai interviewed, right? One of us interviewed, and he's in a unit, that engineer unit. They're actually, what they're doing is to blow up things, bridges, houses, and the IDF didn't use them at the beginning of that intifada. The first time they used them was 9/11. 10 minutes after the airplane hit the tower, the first airplane hit the tower, they were on their way to Jenin to blow up houses. Why is that? I can tell you what he says. The soldier that was interviewed, the big brother wasn't looking, wasn't watching. So that's how much things are connected. And I think we realized after the second campaign that after the campaign of the rule of engagement and the systematic reason for innocent casualties, we realized that it was well publicized, but it didn't bring up any real debate in society. And because there are many reasons. The most powerful one, I think, is that these are things that you can't criticize. I mean, you can't classify as rotten apple. It's hard for society to face. And I think we realized that there is a bigger game going on, that we're not the only player in this game, and that's why we're here. That's why we're here.
I think just to add one thing to Noam, that the public opinion of the United States is, as he said, something that enables us to continue this reality. And Just like we're doing back home, trying to force sometimes this truth, the stories, onto the Israeli public so they'll be aware of them. Is exactly what we came here to do, is to bring this to the homes of the American society, Jews, Americans, and all Americans, to tell them this is what is really going on. It's about time that you know what you're enabling.
Can one really imagine this war taking place if the principal export of Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Kuwait were dates instead of petroleum? I don't think so.
You have the right not to have to interact with an agent of the government. You have the right not to have to answer their questions. Assert those rights, if not just for yourself, assert it and stand up for the people who might be too intimidated to dissuade.
We're first. The second group will be the Latinos. The third group will be the African Americans. And the fourth group will be the Koreans. And the fifth group will be the Chinese. So it's not going to stop with us. If you don't stop it now, it's going to be you